Hey, Debbie. Hey, Debbie, I got your order. I'm so glad you checked the website again. I was wondering if you were going to realize that I fixed it. You were right. It did send me to a tattoo. It did send me to a tattoo parlor, tattoo thing of links. Anyway, these are the new bags. This is your bag, Debbie. These are awesome. I'm so excited. This is the first one I made because you ordered three. And I'm like, okay, so let me try my new envelopes and see how it works. And oh my goodness, I love these. They're so easy. So easy to print this up. So easy to throw it in this little bag. We'll just find out. Debbie, you'll be the first person to find out if they survive the mail or not. They're really not protected too much, so we'll see how they treat it. They are in a plastic bag, but there's nothing to really keep them from getting crushed in there. If I stepped on that, I'd probably break them. But there might not be any need for that, so we're just going to have to find out with this first delivery here. Hey, Trinity Orco, what's up, buddy? A little early today, late or early, depending on which show you were looking for. You're looking for the 420, I'm late. You're looking for the 710, I'm early. Um, Maybe trying to squeeze them both together into one show. Karen's blocked on here. Since she's trying to say hi, I will unblock her and give her, like, her 17th chance. I don't know how long she's going to last on here, but stay out of my personal shit and see how long you can last. Let's see. It's been a while. Oh, there you are. Alright, you're unblocked. Psst. Hey, Ben. Glad you got it working. Yeah, I wouldn't have known had it not been for you trying to order it and telling me that it was going to a tattoo thing. And I was like, what? I was like, oh man, that's right. Debbie said something about a tattoo. Let me go check that out. So, like an hour after the show, I pulled up the website, and sure enough, tattoo links. When I tried to click on that thing, I was like, this is the weirdest thing. The link wasn't working, so it was taking me to just a blanket splash page when there's an error. It's just an error catch-all. So I realized that, and I redid it and uploaded it. It took 3 or 4 tries. On the 4th try, I figured out what it was. I had a percentage sign, an exclamation point, and quotation marks in the name of the item, and that was throwing off the software. It was programming it or something, It was like coding. I had a lady friend with cold symptoms popped positive for COVID, so I'm chilling in my apartment just as a precaution. I feel fine, but I'm staying home. I mean, where would you be if you weren't home anyway, Orca? Where the fuck would you be? It's a goddamn pandemic. Are you trying to be somewhere? I don't even understand that. Let me know. Everybody should be staying home as much as possible. I mean, when you guys feel comfortable enough with this thing that you can run around like you did, when the flu's going around, let me know so I can join society again too. I had to shut off the Jimmy Dore show. I was watching that, and I just got so angry. He just lies. He'll just straight out fucking lie. He'll say shit. He'll state it like it's a fact, and I fucking hate that shit. And he doesn't know. And he's like, we know it's proven fact, and then he'll just say some bullshit. And I'm like, I can't take you, bro. I literally typed in all caps, this show is unwatchable or something like that, and I fucking left. This show has become unwatchable, I think I said. And, Kurt Metzger, he knows what's up. He's a smart guy. And I see what he does. He doesn't agree with Jimmy on everything, so he just shuts the fuck up. And sometimes Jimmy will prod at him to get him to say something, so he'll go off somewhere else. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. He doesn't agree with him, but I just can't do that. Kudos to Kurt Metzger for being able to get along with Jimmy so well, when I have a feeling they're disagreeing on stuff, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could sit there silent on that show like he does. I'd be calling Jimmy out on every single bullshit that I heard him say. There's no way I could sit there and grin and smile along and joke along. I can't sell out like that. I don't care who the fuck you are. I cannot sell out like that. Lonesome Lenny's back for some more verbal punishment. Well, you've come to the right place, man. Welcome back. My Beazle. Did you hear that vibrato? Ooh. Little tremolo there on the voice. It's almost like I know how to sing. It's almost like the government is keeping me at home and I can't travel around and do all of my meet and greets that I'm supposed to be doing. You know, because the where I've been, it just doesn't make sense anymore. Brian Montgomery, hello. I think my chat counter stopped. Oh, so you help your elderly and disabled neighbors with daily tasks, but you've called them and told them you'll be staying home. Oh, I got you, Orca. Okay, good. Good job, bro. Good job. It's the right thing to do. DeSantis is proposing an election police force. You know, because Republicans, they're so reputable with their voting. They need police so they can police the Democrats. Fucking Ron DeSantis. He chokes on a fucking dick. What else? I bought a little bit of Elon today, just 35 million coins. Just a tiny little bit. I know what you guys are thinking. Nay, you bought 35 million Elon coins? None of us could afford that. It's like 35 bucks. Not even. I think it was 20 bucks, 25 bucks. Yeah. All of you are listening to me right now could literally have, for $20, could have 35 million Elon coins. Just so you know, they're pretty affordable right now. Yeah, I'm not buying the 7 thing. Okay, Orca, yeah, thank you, Nay. When she popped positive, I thought, what would Nay do? So I took my ass home and did some wax. What would Nay do? What would Nay do? Oh, God. You made me sound like Jesus there for a second. Disable. We're going to disable those. Oh, there's a lot more of you here than I thought. Okay. Hello, all of you. Welcome. I didn't realize you were all here, but I'm glad that you are, and I hope you're ready for a show today. I've been smoking concentrates today. Took a nice nap this afternoon in the middle of the day. It felt good. Enoch, what's up, brother? I do have some information for you about Donald Trump. It's pretty great. So this is breaking, guys. So you might just be hearing this first if you're watching this show. I don't expect you guys to get your news from me, but I am a source of news sometimes. And this looks like it's going to run a video for us, so that's great. We'll watch the video. It's only a 2-minute video. Pretty sure it won't load because it's the first video. Yeah, okay, so we'll click the second video because I'm a genius now. Because I hacked this motherfucker. I'm a fucking hacker. Wait for it to start playing.
Ready, Sushi?
Okay, here we go.
A new year can be a chance to reflect, but it's also a chance to see what's possible. Like the potential for rediscovering quality time. or for rebuilding a healthy lifestyle one meal at a time, and remembering how to have fun in the process. HelloFresh helps you do more than see what's possible.
Mom, we're gonna make dinner together.
Dude, I run the HelloFresh commercials, and I don't mute them because I love HelloFresh, and you guys will too. If you give it a chance, you guys will love HelloFresh too. They're amazing. I mean, just no fucking Poblano fucking, no Poblano, and no Poblano. They'll fucking throw in a Poblano pepper from time to time, so just be careful. They're hot and I can't eat them. Let's start. Hello, drugs. I love it.
Tonight.
We make it a reality. Go to HelloFresh.com and use...
Don't you love how all the relationships in commercials are mixed marriages? Don't you love it? Oh, I love it. Those commercial authors, you know, all of the mixed relationships. Did you guys catch that? Oh, I love it. You can't rewind the video, I guess. You can't rewind an advertisement, so stupid.
Code EAT16 for 16 free meals plus 3 free gifts during our New Year's sale.
Weird, you can't do that.
Tonight, the Biden administration and the House January 6th committee asking the Supreme...
Hey, man, I'm not saying I'm racist. I'm just saying advertisers think I'm racist. That's all. And it's like they're trying to condition me to not be with all the imagery. And do you know it has the absolute opposite effect on me? Yeah, because I see it and I know what they're doing, and I don't like it when people are trying to subliminally train me to like something. So it pisses me off, and it makes me hate their bullshit. Isn't that funny? It has the exact opposite effect on a motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that funny? It's great. Do you want them both to be white? Dude, I want the goddamn advertisements to be true to life. You know? That girl's not dating that guy. She would never give that guy the goddamn time of day. That's a fucking joke. We want to do HelloFresh together. The interracial couple. Yeah, okay. Nobody noticed that. Do I want them both to be white? That's a funny question. I don't give a fuck what color they are. I'm just saying I noticed that shit. You know? I want the wife to be a deer. Much more acceptable today than in years past. Well, dude, maybe if they wouldn't shove it down our throats, you know? In advertisements. Do you remember when all that shit happened with Asian people and COVID? Do you guys remember? And they were getting beat up all over the country, and they were getting murdered and pushed around and bullied, right? So what did the advertisers do? What did all the news agencies do? What did all of the mainstream media companies do? All of a sudden there were Asian people all over the advertisements. They were bringing us the news. You know, they trumped them out there like a fucking parade of Asians all of a sudden. There was this massive flood of Asians on TV. I got a question for you. Where'd all the Asians go? You know, it's so reactionary and it's so obvious. And if you think I'm a racist for noticing it, I got news for you. I'm not. I'm just a little hypersensitive to motherfuckers when they're trying to fucking, win me over or convince me of something without actually just fucking saying, hey, we don't like racists, so we wish people would stop being racist. Just fucking say what you mean, man. Instead of trying to paint all of this imagery. Oh, look, blacks and whites getting together. Look, they're having sex upstairs, and now they're coming down to make dinner together. The blacks and the whites, they're together. Look, it's right here in the advertising, so you know it's really happening. I mean, they're insulting my fucking intelligence, Billy. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Lonesome Lenny gets it. Lonesome, he says, preach, my man. Commercials are insulting to logical thinking people. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, they're insulting my intelligence, and they're not winning me over by doing that shit. You know, it's not your job to fucking win me over. So stop. It's not your job is to sell me a goddamn product, not to intersperse some kind of message with your advertising. And, you know, I would just love to talk to all the corporations that hire these advertising companies and say, did you ask them to do that? Did you say you wanted interracial? Did you say you wanted, black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, no whites, or only one white, or if it was going to be a white person, it was going to be some freaky, red-haired, freckled-faced, just totally crazy-looking white dude. That's the one white dude that we're going to have in the ad. Oh, yeah, they do that. Oh, they do that. I just saw one the other day. All these beautiful people of color. And there was one white dude. And he had fucking frizzy red hair and this crazy look on his face and white skin, pasty white, and he looked like a weirdo and he didn't fit in with all of the color. And that's what they want you to feel. They want you to feel like you don't belong anymore. That's what these advertising agencies want you to feel. Do you remember the guy that looks like Alex Jones, the comedian? He's dead now. I can't remember his name. Everyone says that he became Alex Jones. He did a bit about advertising executives. And it goes something like this. He says, hey man, if you're an advertising executive, any advertising executives? If you're an advertising executive, kill yourselves. Do us all a favor. And I was like, oh my God, right? And this was way back. This was years and years and years ago, and I just can't remember the man's name. I know one of you guys is going to come up with his name in the chat. What, you guys too shocked to talk to me right now? What's the guy's name? Alex Jones look-alike. Come on. The name Steven keeps coming up for some reason, but I don't think that's it. What is his name? One of the greatest comedians ever. So sad that he died so young. But, he smoked cigarettes. I think he died of lung cancer. Nobody. Are you guys still with me? Drawing a blank. Okay, at least you're talking. What is his name? Hey, Ben. Oh, good. It's like I'm talking and I'm asking you guys a question and nobody's saying anything. Anyway, he was right about advertising executives, and it still holds true today. And they've all just been, re-engineered and re-engineered and re-engineered until, you've got today's advertising executives. And, they think they're going to change the world with their stupid advertisements. I'm sorry, none of you are stimulated enough to talk back to me right now. I'm really sorry. I guess I am not doing my job. Women in commercials are showing a hint of cleavage, and my eyes go right to that chest butt crack, so I guess it works. We were just talking about that yesterday, Lenny. It was CNN showed a picture of this woman, and she's got one of those Wonder Bras that squishes her tits together and makes it look like a butt crack, just like you said. And, and then she's got this low-cut thing showing that off, and I'm like, yeah, she's real confident in herself. You have to wear that. No confidence at all. Zero. If I speak like a soft-spoken white guy from Kansas, will you buy a non-existent pseudo product? All right, so let's get on this. What's going on with Donald Trump, and why is he being denied executive privilege?
Supreme Court to block former President Donald Trump's attempts to shield his White House records from the committee. That committee arguing that it is, quote, overwhelmingly needed for the Trump's records, and that need should outweigh the former president's interest in confidentiality. And the Biden administration's lawyers arguing, quote, allowing a former president to override the decisions of an incumbent president would be an extraordinary intrusion into the latter's ability to discharge his constitutional responsibilities. Well, some of the documents in dispute are from the day of the insurrection. White House visitors logs, call logs, as well as handwritten notes from former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. I want to bring in our CNN legal analyst, Ellie Honig. Ellie, good evening. You've gone through these new filings. How strong are the arguments?
Bobby, the stakes here are enormous. That said, that doesn't mean this is a close case.
Hey man, I wouldn't mind having an enormous steak. Maybe a ribeye, boneless, peppered up. Oh, rare. Still bleeding.
And when you look at this case, it's really a legal blowout in favor of the committee.
All right, top of the hour. No law regarding top of the hour.
From the federal district court and from a unanimous 3-judge panel on the Court of Appeals. The arguments that got made in today's brief are really the same ones that won below. First of all, on executive privilege, the argument from the committee is we have Congress and the current president who agree no executive privilege here. The former president has no basis in this case to overturn that. And then the second big issue is this question of legitimate legislative purpose. The committee says, well, look, we're Congress. We know whether we have a legitimate legislative purpose. We're looking at changing various laws, including the Electoral Reform Act. And Trump really doesn't have any comeback to that other than we don't believe them. We think they have bad motives. But that's not going to carry the day legally, Poppy. A couple other interesting points about the new brief. The committee confirmed that they will be holding public hearings this year. They confirmed that they will be issuing a report. And they showed clearly that they understand they're on the clock. They only have a year to get this done.
Actor dies in skiing accident before his Marvel debut. That sucks. Yay sports. They can kill you. January 6th panel subpoenas 2 people who promoted election fraud conspiracy theories. Bro, I saw this where somebody was calling for the jailing of people who were pushing for that. Dude, I thought we had free speech here. I don't care if you're telling me the truth or not. If you're lying in court under oath, okay, I understand. If you're lying to a police officer doing an investigation to subvert justice, okay, go after him. I understand. But if you're just telling a fucking lie because you're an asshole, hey, man, we allow that. What do you think the old Statue of Liberty play is in football? You ever seen that? That's a fucking straight out lie. That quarterback is not going to throw that ball. And yet it's totally acceptable in society to lie to each other. We've made it that way. We've incorporated lying into sports. Right? So, these motherfuckers that are calling for the jailing of the people that are saying, things that aren't true, they're fucking Nazis. That's all. They're fucking Nazis. And look, I know it's bullshit, but so is Flat Earth. Were the Democrats asking the Flat Earthers to be locked up in prison? I don't seem to remember that movement. Oh, because it wasn't an affront to their fucking narrative. Oh, okay, I got it. It actually is. It is. It's an attack on sanity. It's an attack on facts. It's an attack on the truth. They should have, if that's how they feel, if they feel attacked. But at the same time, free speech is an attack. That's what free speech is. It's allowing people to attack you verbally. And you having to take it. Welcome to America. Welcome to the world of criticism and critiques. and people disagreeing with you and people lying, when you're in a debate to try to win their side. We'll fucking just straight out tell a lie, right? That's okay. We allow that. You can lie. Jimmy Dore was doing it on his show all day today, man. I had to fucking leave. I was like, I can't watch you anymore, Jimmy. I swear, this has become too much for me to handle. I can't just sit here and listen to you lie. It's so stupid with that smug look on your face. It's so easily debunked. Yeah, I know. I know. I have a really good friend that's a flat earther. I know that's like an oxymoron, right, for me. But it's true. And there's no winning him over, right? He literally came in here 2 days ago or yesterday. He dropped a link in the chat. And I said, Ryan. Daniel Ryan. I did say Ryan, and his name's Daniel. I said, sorry, it's Daniel. Daniel. I said, tell me why the sun only hits the tops of the trees in the morning when the sun rises. If you can explain that, we can move on with your flat earth discussion. But first, tell me why only the very tops of the trees light up in the morning. 130 foot tall, 150 foot tall trees. Right? On the top of a mountain. The very first thing that lights up on those trees is just the tip. And he left the goddamn chat. He didn't even respond. Because you can't respond to that. Because as soon as you think of why that is, you're like, what's blocking? If you've got a tree and it's up on a mountain and there's nothing higher than that, right? And the sun is rising. And you've got a tree. And you look at that tree. And as soon as you see the sun, you look at that tree. And just the tip of that tree is lit up with sunlight. And the whole rest of that tree is in shade. And there is nothing between the source of that light and that tree, except for the curve of the planet. Well, motherfucker, you can't explain your way out of that. And it's that easy to do. And I'm the guy who came up with that. I didn't see that on a YouTube video. I didn't see that from Professor Dave Explains. I didn't see that from I forgot the guy's name that I used to watch. I don't watch him anymore. I forgot his name. Whatever happened to that guy? Holy shit, there was Professor Dave Explains and there was a science guy. What was the science guy's name? Oh, fuck. Isn't that crazy? I forgot his name. What was... Lonesome. It's not an example. It's evidence. It's not an example, bro. It's evidence. You know? It's literally the proof that the earth is round. Is that the trees, the tops of the trees get light, and the bottoms of the trees are in complete shade. No, Lenny, this guy's on YouTube. Hey, Lee Spanner from Twitch. I forgot the guy's name. I don't know why I don't see his videos anymore at all. Hope he's alright. I've got him in emails. You know, him and I emailed each other, and then he stopped emailing me. Simon Dan. Thank you, Stephen Running. Simon Dan. Thank you, Steve Running. Simon Dan. Yeah, he won't talk to me anymore. He doesn't take my calls. I wonder if he's still on YouTube, bro. What happened to that guy? Yeah, Giuliani got subpoenaed by the January 6th committee. Oh, boy. You know, and now they've got that guy on tape on December, what was it, 29th, saying that it was an insurrection and they planned it. They've got evidence now. You know, what the fuck? The leader right, of the goddamn Oath Keepers saying it's a planned insurrection. We're all going to go. They had their weapons in the hotel, man. They got them on tape. They got the goddamn posts. Now they're going to get Giuliani in there, and he's going to lie under oath. They're going to get all these motherfuckers, bro. It's going to be crazy. They got 1 year to do it. But you know the game. You guys know the game, right? This is the game all the time. They're not gonna, they don't ever convict anybody. You know, they censor them. They scold them. They call them out. You know, they threaten them. These people never go to jail. So, I'm sick of it. And I would march a mob to Giuliani's house, drag him outside, and lock him up in a prison cell personally if I had that power. He helped incite an insurrection for all the wrong reasons. On lies and bullshit. Dude, if they had only done it for the right reasons, they would have had my support. There still are very good reasons. There are. Hit me up on it. I'll explain it. We could have a talk. Even on January 6th, there were really good reasons to do that. No matter how you looked at politics or the federal government. Oh, you know. You don't think? We need to have a discussion if you don't think there was a reason for you, personally, to support that. If it was for your reasons. Think about it. How has the United States federal government fucked you? Hey, let's play a game in the chat. How many of you can come up with one way the United States federal government has fucked you so bad that you would support an insurrection if it was based on that alone? Go. Go. You know, I'll start. My money for my tax dollars, and you can all use this if you want, my tax dollars go to drones that kill innocent people in Afghanistan, children and such. There you go. I'm first. Now you go. That's enough for me to support an insurrection against those motherfuckers. They're murderers. Prove me wrong. They're war criminals, and they're using my money to do it. I'm sick of it. How do I feel about it? Well, I'm sick of it. Would I support an insurrection based on that? Oh, yeah. Is this going to scare the fuck out of the United States federal government? Probably. Probably. Because it's based on truth, for once. It's not based on a bullshit premise that the election was stolen. That whole narrative is a fucking joke. You want me to support you based on a lie? Go fuck yourself, man. How about that? How about that? You got a million other reasons, and I gave you one. Josh says business taxes. Yeah, I get double taxed. That's 2 reasons. Good. Guess how Eratosthenes discovered it was round? Was it the tops of trees? Billy, let me know. I want to know. They told me the streets were paved with gold, but all I see is Golden Arches. Lenny, I'm sorry I keep calling you Larry, Lenny. I don't know why I do that. It clearly says Lenny on my screen. With an E. Lonesome Lenny. The government pays farmers not to grow certain crops, getting paid to do nothing. Great. There's 3 good reasons. Billy gives us 4 good reasons. Who's going to give me a reason, something that the federal government does to you? All right? A way that they have subverted you. A way that they've lied to you. A way that they've done something to fuck you. That pisses you off enough that you would support an insurrection against them. Who else can name something in the chat? Can any of you guys come up with stuff? I mean, we've got some great things already. I gave you what I thought was fantastic. They used my tax dollars to murder people. I mean, I can't believe only Steve Running looks like he agreed with me and he said yes when I said that. I can't believe none of you are mad that the United States government uses your tax dollars for war in other countries, people that, you know, you don't even know that don't hurt you at all. None of you? Isn't that weird? They call a mandate a law and they try to push their agenda. Okay, they're all caps guy. Yes, Eratosthenes discovered the Earth was round by measuring light on treetops. Google it, please. Fuck yeah, bro, I love it. Hey, dude, I'm as smart as Eratosthenes. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that's how smart I am. That his name's in fucking Google because he discovered that shit. I'm as smart as that guy. Okay. How did you find that? Eratosthenes. Round Earth. Discovery. Okay. Eratosthenes. Then measured the angle of a shadow cast by a stick at noon. On the summer solstice hour, he found it made an angle somewhere. He realized that distance out as he could get. Right. No, that's not it. That's different. That's different, Billy. But he used the sun to prove something, and that's cool. But he's proving something totally different. He's proving the circumference. Right? I'm proving that the sun isn't above a flat planet. And those are proved two totally different ways. I'm looking at the light hitting the tops of the trees, and he's looking at the shadow cast by a stick on the ground. Totally different scientific experiment. Mine, find mine. See if somebody fucking ever did mine. You would think, right? I was totally, when you said that, I was like, yeah, you would think, right? You would think that somebody back in 240 BC would have figured that shit out. They woke up in the morning, they looked up at the tops of the trees and said, isn't that weird? There's only light on the very tops of the trees. Why is that? When I can see the sun, what's blocking it? What is blocking? I can see the sun on the horizon. Think of somebody on the coast. Okay, a seafaring person. They're on the ocean, you know, they're coming up on the coast, they're on the beach. They walk up to a tree. The sun is rising. They look up at the tree, and only the top of the tree, they look out and they can see the sun coming up. And they're like, wait a minute, why is only the top of that tree? There's nothing obstructing it. What is obstructing it? There's something obstructing that whole tree. Same thing. Proving a circumference proves the Earth is round. No, it's not. We're not proving the same thing. You didn't listen to me at all. It is not the same thing. Totally different experiment. Totally different. I mean, mine is the light hitting the top of a tree to prove that the sun isn't going around a flat Earth, right? That is talking about the sun hitting a stick that's casting a shadow and found it made an angle of 7.2 degrees or about 1/50th of a complete circle. He realized that if he knew the distance from Alexandria to Syene, whatever, he could easily calculate the circumference of Earth. Not proving, he didn't say anything about the sun going around the top of the planet. A disk has a circumference too. Yeah, two totally different experiments, bro. Both using the light and both using shadow, but proving two totally different things. You know, me seeing, think about this, Billy. Me seeing the sun hit the top of a tree doesn't tell me how fucking, tell me the circumference of the Earth, right? It couldn't possibly tell me that. Those are two totally different experiments. So, not same thing. Totally not the same thing. Mine uses no math, right? So even a flat earther can understand it. Mine is way more basic, way more lowbrow. Like I'm a dummy. Like this is flat Earth for dummies. Think about this. The Earth is round. Crazy. I know, right? It's kind of crazy. The government is helping the police force to militarize. My small town has a military camouflage vehicle. Fucking pigs with their camo. The Earth is round. I don't give a flying fuck. Okay, well, you know, you engage me in conversation. I don't mind. You know, I'm just, you know, in my opinion, they're two different experiments, and I still would think that at some point a philosopher or a scientist noticed that the light was hitting the tops of the trees in the morning, and you know, I would think, and proved the Earth was round that way. I would think that that is an old experiment, but here. Aristotle did this shit too. It said Eratosthenes. Yeah, way back. No. 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 The variation of the sun's elevation with latitude. No one ever used my fucking proof. What is that? That was supposed to be, Daniel, one of your movie proofs? Mosquitoes. You almost made me spit up, bro. Mosquitoes administer vaccines. Cheers 420, bong ripping. Oh, it's 420. Yeah, well, I'm doing dabs. And I'm getting way more fucked up on these dabs than I do when I do bong. You guys will notice I can do a whole bunch of bong rips, but when I'm dabbing, I dab a couple dabs and I'm freaking done. Holy moly, I don't even know how many more I could do on the show. Bro, I'm having a very hard time finding an experiment that talks about the light hitting the tops of the trees in the morning. And I don't know why. It's the most easiest way. I shouldn't say it that way. It is absolutely the easiest way to prove that the Earth is round. The sunlight hits the tops of the trees in the morning. Boom! No math, no science, just a visual proof. Anybody could do it anywhere in the world. What the fuck? Why isn't anybody talking about that? Because people hate me, that's why. Cheers. Thinner's crazy. Thinner. The touch. The curse. Daniel Vogelbein. Devo? Is that Lamp's brother, Devo? What's up, bro? How's it going, man? Have you ever noticed when you drink gas, you lose time? I watched Thinner, old classic Stephen King flick, bruh. Look up Who Discovered the Earth is Round and read it. Hey, Nay. Hey, Megsy. Devo. What's up, son? Read the top of the search paragraph. I wish I could take a hit of that, but it makes me paranoid. I understand. I've gotten panic attacks from cannabis a couple times in the past. Those 90s movies, Hippie Chick. 3. Enjoy the ride on the domesticated asteroid Earth. Wait, you're right. Never mind. I'm high. Really? So I shouldn't Google it now? I was just going to do it for you. I listen to everything you say, Billy. I do. I can never tell if you're joking or not. So I usually just take it all seriously. Oh, it's Devo, man. Hey, why don't you get your brother in here, bro? Can you call Lamp and be like, you named Lamp, didn't you? You named him that name, didn't you? That was the name you called him? Is that where you got that name Lamp from? From you? I'm lamping. I'm cold lamping. I'm cold lamping. It's nighttime. No, he just chose that name back in the day. Oh, I thought you named him that. Can you get him in here? Eddie, hey. 3:30. Oh, it's 3:30 in the morning in Denmark right now? Fuck. Are you guys in Germany? I always get that confused. You guys are in Denmark, right? Don't bother. He didn't use treetops. I was mistaken. He just used the sun. Same method. Viewing sunlight on high surfaces. Same. Right. To prove something a little different. But yeah. All right. You're in Denmark, right? Was Lamp in Germany at one point and came back to Denmark? I don't know why I'm thinking that. Welcome back, Lenny. Yes, Lenny came back. We were born there. You're born in Germany. Not bad, huh, bro? Not bad, huh? I knew it. There was something. Cool. I'm shuffling through that German sand, but my head is out in Denmark. Shuffling through that German sand, but my head's in trip in Denmark. That's such a cool little guitar riff that he does there. God, it's fucking cool. It's like a double stop trick. I'm sure. I've never tried to play it before. But it's just, you can hear, it's just two fucking strings. It's such a cool sound. Yeah, bro, everything's doing really good, bro. You know, I've gotten a lot healthier, lost a lot of weight, you know, and I stopped eating sugar for the most part. I mean, I still enjoy it. I really enjoy it, you know, when I have it. But I don't go crazy on it anymore. And I've just doing my podcasts, bro. I was doing 3 a day, and now I'm trying to cut them back. You know, not doing them so often. It's still hard to do. Because I like doing them, you know. Like something came up, you know, with this Trump thing, Donald Trump. And I just feel like I want to let people know about it, you know. I'm like, hey, check out what's going on with Donald Trump, man. Let's get high and talk about it. You know? I guess I can't stop the flow of news. It's happening every day. And, you know, the crypto market is down. It's a little down right now. But it's doing... it's doing what it does. I mean, I bought 35 million Elon coins today. I bought 35 million Elon coins. I bet you Eddie's got more Elon than me. Elon, how many Elons do you... I called you Elon, Eddie. Eddie, how many Elon... God, I fucking called you Elon. I'm sorry. Fucking sorry, bro. Eddie, how many Elon coins do you hold, bro? Yeah, I got 35 million today. I'm shuffling through that German sand, but I'm moving off to Denmark. You got 92 million. Bro, do you know when I went to buy it today? I went to buy like $1 billion, and they were like, no, you can only get 35 million. That's all you can buy in a day. They only let me buy 35 million. It was like, I want to say it was like $30. Dude, the gas fees were like $1.50. I couldn't fucking believe it. How come did they name it Elon Cunt? How come they didn't? How come did they name it Elon Cunt? No, I bought it because everybody in the goddamn chat has some. So I did it as a kind of a shout out to all of y'all. Somebody who I fucking hate. I hate Elon Musk. Spit on that motherfucker. I fucking hate him. But because you guys all got Elon, I decided to do it to take y'all's lead on it. Just to give you guys, show you guys a little fucking respect back. You know? Why can't a billionaire just be cool? You know? Why can't they just be cool, man? Hey, there's that one guy, that poker guy. He's cool. That guy's cool as fuck. He's on Instagram. That guy's cool. The #1 poker player in the United States right now, I think, whatever. Dude, that guy's cool. He's got to be a billionaire. Or, you know, he's got to be close to it. Anyway, if you got 100 mil, which he probably does, that's probably more where he is. That's basically the same thing as a billionaire to me. I mean, what can a billionaire do that a fucking 100 millionaire can't do? Go to space? Okay. He can go to fucking space. That's the one thing. And they've proven that time and time again. What about Grant Cardone? He's pretty cool for a billionaire. I don't know who that is, see? Introduce me to... You know, I thought I knew a cool billionaire, and I sent him an email, and he never fucking responded. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not resending it. That's it. You know, whatever. The planet's just going to have to go suffer. And we're just going to do nothing about this hunger, homelessness shit. You know, I had the solution, but he didn't want to listen to me. By being nice? I don't know, Billy. You tell me, bro. Here. Check them out. Shuffling through the Texas sand, but my head's in Mississippi. Get this motherfucker's name here in a second. Dude. I thought it was a recent upload, but I really don't know if it was recent. I'm on the guy's channel where I saw that guy. So you might try and get 1 billion. Do you hear from Stanky? Aw, dude. Yo, Devo, Stanky died, bro. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. Hey, Mikey. He would love that you asked about him, man. He would fucking love that you fucking asked about him. That's why we gotta stay in touch, man, you know? That probably happened about a year ago. Yeah, it was probably about a year ago. Yeah. Man, I went through all these videos and I didn't find them, bro. I didn't find a single video about this guy. Oh, there it is. I found it. The guy's name is Mickey. This poker player's guy name is Mickey. He's got to be worth $100 million, right? You tell me.
Room service.
You tell me if you think he's a cool guy or not.
Exposure. So I started getting harassed online from like all these strangers. Make me money, make me money, make me money. And the truth was, there was like never enough. You'll never. It's really hard to stake me enough where I'm winning enough where it has such a positive influence on my life. So I'm really not making any. I'm not making enough money doing it. It's so much pressure. What if I lose for like one of these people who gave me their last money? You know, some people don't understand how gambling works. They just think I'm a money printing machine. So I really don't want to do it. But I was like, I'm getting the exposure that I'm doing it for my famous friends. I'm getting all this harassment that I don't want to help the little guys. So I was like, you know what, screw it, man. If it helps them and it eases up on all my harassment, I'll just give it an opportunity for me to allow strangers also to stake me. And that's the only reason I did it. But honestly, it's like, I would not do it if I could.
A big reason why I made the first video was because it appeared that he was asking for people to stake him.
I don't know if you guys could tell, but he's got his eyelids tattooed. That guy, Mickey. He's got his eyelids tattooed, so when he blinks, you can see it. He's watching the universe if the universe is just. You guys are saying rest in peace, Stanky the Legend. That's fucking sad. Can't believe he's gone. Yeah, let's do a dab for Stanky McJanky, man. How about that? He'd flip if I didn't right now. If I didn't do a fucking dab for him. He'd be like, what the fuck, bro? You didn't do a fucking dab for me? I know exactly what you say, Stanky. All right, I got you, son. A nice Pinoy dab here. So you know it's going to be good. This one is for Stanky McJanky. He will always be missed. He will never be forgotten. He was a great person. All right. Cheers to Stanky McJanky. Man, I was doing work downstairs today and upstairs. I'm trying to clean out the Amazon room, you know, where I get all the boxes stored up and shit, and it just gets so full of boxes and shit. It's like a guest room, but it doesn't have a bed in there. And at one point, I was doing something, and I was putting the vacuum away, and I just moved and shit. I was like, I can't believe I don't hurt myself just doing shit. Like, everything used to always hurt. It's so nice. All right. Cheers, Stanky McJanky. We miss you, brother. No law regarding Stanky McJanky. Purple pin cushion? He would smoke with anyone, didn't matter. Stanky McMotherfucking Janky. Hey, you know what he'd say right now? This is what he'd say. He'd say, yo, man, that hit wasn't big enough. Do another one. All right, Stanky. Stanky would say, do a bigger hit, Nate. I didn't even see those smoke rings. What the fuck was that? And you tell me if this fucking 100 millionaire is cool or not.
With his gambling, I felt it was appropriate to see if he was legitimate or not. While hanging with Mickey for a few hours, I never got the belief that he was raising all of this money and taking people's last dollar and hoping to help them get rich. My interpretation was that he took very few people's money, and it usually was a celebrity or influencer with a large amount of cash.
Yeah, I actually signed up for your form online. Did you see it?
This is, I don't check it myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I signed up because I wanted to see if there were any disclosures. This was during the period where I was kind of like I was aware of you and researching, and I was just curious if, like, what type of terms there would be.
Cheers, Stanky McJanky. This one will be bigger.
Of course, right? Yeah, of course.
And I think that we've even talked on the phone. You said that there's been times where you've won money, but then you lost money before that.
We're going in hot.
So can you explain that? Like, there's times when you're gonna lose money too.
Yeah. So if anybody were to ever say they win 100% of the time, you don't even have to do an exposed video on them. We already know what it is. You can't win 100%, right? But you can have like really high win rates. So I don't want to say what percentage mine is publicly, but I have one of the highest win rates of all time, which is what put me in this position why I'm banned everywhere, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of times what happens is, if the cards are not coming correctly immediately, it doesn't matter what math or what edge as a player I have or anything like that. Like if the cards are just not there, they're just not there. If I'm dealt a 20 and the dealer has a blackjack, for example, there's nothing I can do. Even if I could tell the future, I have X-ray vision. There's other than bet small that hand. There's nothing I can do to avoid losing that hand. If I could tell the future, at that point, maybe I just open two hands to avoid the ace going to the dealer. But you understand what I'm saying. So what happens not a lot of times, but some of the times, is I will lose some. And as long as I stay on it and stay in the math, eventually the math catches on and we make it. So you need to have the bankroll there, which is also another reason it's hard for me to stake people. A lot of people want me to stake them with really small amounts of money, $100, $500, $1,000. And it's hard to explain to all of these people, hey, that's more dangerous than giving me 100,000, right? With 100,000, there's so much room for error before the math catches on and we win.
I naturally have a skeptical eye. That's kind of what helps me do what I do. Is I have to kind of see the people and I have to connect the dots where they're not connected because they have something to sell you, right? And so I always look at things with a skeptical eye. And so sometimes, yeah, it feels a little like staged almost, like, oh, we're just showing up and, oh, we made money, 5K to 200K. Yeah, I think the next question that we all have is, you win millions. From my knowledge, you get banned or limited early.
Doesn't that guy strike you as real? I mean, wouldn't you want to hang out with that guy? Wouldn't you want to chill with that dude? Millionaire, multi-millionaire, or just a buddy of yours from down the street? Or your buddy that you dab with on the internet. And he's like, hey, dude, you want to chill? Right? I'm just saying, money doesn't corrupt everybody, and it's a beautiful thing. When you find that. You know, guy's a goddamn pimp. Shuffling through the Texas sand. Voting rights bill fails Senate. Wow, there you go. Democrats will now attempt to change filibuster rules to pass the legislation, a move that is likely doomed as two fellow Democrats are expected to oppose it. There goes the voting rights bill. Wow, man. Let me put that up on the screen. That is, that's hard to, I feel sick to my stomach, man. Just kind of flag that right there. It's like in a movie where they go take 6, and they got that thing that goes, you know. So it's a marker on the video, so when they're editing, they can find things, you know. So that's if you're fast forwarding and you're looking for something, you know. There you go. You can find this where we're talking about this. Yeah, sure. This is what they do, right, hippie chick? Earmark it. Pork it up. Earmark it. You know, put in your legislation and hope that no one notices, because this is how they fucking do it. This is how it's done, and it's bullshit. Live updates. Live updates on the failure. It's Senate Republicans block voting rights bill is the headline now. Senate Republicans block voting rights bill. They just don't want to show you the word block.
So what do you make of her argument, warning that this could set a precedent, right? That if in fact the Republicans take over the majority, they could do the same, and they could strike down abortion rights and other legislation that liberals and Democrats hold so dear. What do you think? That clearly that's not a compelling argument in your view, but why not?
Well, the first thing is, let's understand this is a fight. Voting rights is a fight. Republicans, when they show up with an axe. Democrats show up with a butter knife. Let's look at Senator Sinema's argument. First of all, there has been so much evidence given by Republicans that they had no second thought. I remind you, Barack Obama had a year remaining in his term as president. They would not give Merrick Garland a single hearing. Few years later, Donald Trump has only a few months left in his presidency, 3 months, I believe. And yet they rushed through Amy Coney Barrett. So that by itself ought to say to Senator Sinema that the Republicans do not play with the same values, the same principles. This Republican Party is not the one of 2006. In fact, this is a cult.
They're trying to get money out of it. The Democrats, hippie chick. I don't know. Wow. Whoa. Dude, Manchin and Sinema have the Democrats by their balls. And I'm here to tell you, man, Kyle Kalinske, every time on his show, he says it over and over again, he's got the solution. He says Joe Biden can talk to Sinema, Joe Biden can talk to Joe Manchin, and he could make this happen, but he won't do it. And he won't do it because he doesn't want any of this to happen. Kyle Kalinske knows the path, and he says it over and over again. He's like, he's got to threaten Manchin because his daughter has broken the law. and he's got to threaten her with legal action to get Manchin to vote. With Kristen Sinema, she's been taking money from Big Poison, and massive amounts of money, and they can prove it, and they can censor her, they can fine her, whatever, and he can threaten her too, and he won't do that either. That's what Kyle Klinsky says over and over again. It's interesting. They wanted it. If Biden really wanted it, they're playing this huge game. And Kyle Klinsky is exposing Joe Biden. And yet people are out there, they'll listen to Kyle Klinsky and they still don't realize that he's exposing Joe Biden. And they still support Joe Biden. You know, it's so fucking fucked up. It's crazy. What a crazy world. Your vision's blurry? My vision's blurry too. So, yeah, this is what Kyle Klinsky's been talking about. Those two, Manchin and Sinema. Dave C, Dave D. What's up, Dave D? I'd love to read what they tried to stuck in that bill, hippie chick. You know? The wording and all that shit. It's just stupid. What they need to do is pass these things one fucking paragraph at a time. Not lump it all into one fucking bill, you know? It's not supposed to be political, but that's exactly what it is, Lenny. $750,000 yacht. Just finished watching Crypto Night in Canada. Oh, right on. Crypto Night in Canada. So, I go to pay my credit card. You ready? And then my credit card takes 2 days. Even once it clears the bank, the 3 payments that I set to my credit card are going to take 2 days to hit my credit card, to pay it off. So, hopefully tomorrow... Brad Merle, why did you shave your beard off? Yeah, I had multiple reasons. There's a bunch of reasons. I was kind of wondering what was under there, actually. And really glad that I did. Get rid of my fucking get rid of my my hair and look like this. Get me a little body up on top here. What do you think? Short hair. Clean shaven, short hair. Oh, all of a sudden you want to fucking buy my triage oil? Fuck you. Hey, we got 3 of these going out to Deb. Congratulations, it's the first one. And you guys, the packaging is so cool. Check it out. Check it out, y'all. Check it. Oh yeah. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that. I can put a whole bunch in there. That's so cool because it saves me a shit ton on postage when one of these goes out. I can't put a jar in this. It's too big. But these, they're within the thickness parameter, which is 3/4 of an inch, I believe. This is going to be up to 3/4 of an inch, which is exactly how thick this is. Yes, it's very nice. It's very good. We're very excited about the little tiny jar. Look at the little tiny jar. Anybody that tried to order this, let me know. If you weren't able to order that, it's fixed. Deb told me it was broken on the website. But if you want a little tiny jar, if you ever need a little tiny jar, hey, I got the little tiny jars and the little envelopes. Oh, you say I look good? Oh, thank you. Thank you, hippie chick. Voting rights did not pass. Republicans hate black people. That proves it. There's the new headline. Wow, man. You know? Republicans hate black people. Those voting rights were mostly going to help African Americans. They were going to help people who were poor, people who can't afford a driver's license, stuff like that. They want to do just enough to get absolutely nothing done. They don't want to change a fucking thing. Kyle Klinsky says Joe Biden could change all of this with the stroke of a pen. Like magic. You guys want to hear it from Kyle Klinsky? Listen. Jackson Hinkle's live right now, talking about his debate announcement with Sam Cedar. History.
got some amazing new numbers that rolled in.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. I'm just gonna kind of skate around here.
And he's not. And it's a joke.
I think that's it.
And now, at this very late date, we just got the news that finally they're doing free testing. But if you had any strategic ability, or if you had a pair of balls, you would have twisted arms.
Right there. Right there. That's it. That's it.
Lowest single poll was 40%.
He's talking about Joe Biden.
7 points higher than Joe Biden's current number.
Check
now,
this
to
out.
be fair to Biden, the actual average of polls, he's at 41%, but his lowest single one came out at 33%. The only modern presidents who were below Biden are the two Bushes. George W. Bush at his lowest was 25%, and George H.W. at his lowest was, I think, 29%. But even Bill Clinton at his lowest, 37%. Look, this is what you get. And then what did Biden, what did he do the
Go
other
get
day?
some
He came
sleep,
out and said,
Devo.
God's honest truth, I don't know if we're going to get this through.
Here we
Well,
go.
I guess points for honesty on that one.
Here we
If
go.
you had any strategic ability, or if you had a pair of balls, you would have twisted arms.
Joe Manchin's and Kristen Sinema's.
It's unbelievable what's going on. Even if I grant you, oh, you hit a legislative brick wall because of Manchin Cinema, which I don't grant you because you don't know how to fight. You don't know how to get them to fall in line. You don't know how to do the character stick approach, play the mafia boss approach. You still could do executive orders.
There it is.
Even
Stroke
if
of
I
a
grant you
pen.
the whole, okay, whatever,
Stroke of a pen.
Congress is deadlocked, it's not going anywhere, there's nothing you can do to get these people on board. Again, I don't believe that. But even if I grant you that, break out that executive order pen right now. And he's not. And it's a joke.
And cunts will still go out there and support Joe Biden. You know? He says it really well. He gives Joe Biden, this is what you could do. This is what you should do. This is what, as president, you know you have the ability to do. But you won't do it like so many other things you won't do. You know? I don't know if he talks about it anymore.
And now, at this very late date, we just got the news that finally they're doing free testing. Now, there are caveats as to...
Yeah, okay. That's basically all I wanted to hear about on that. So... $7:10 coming up in 8 minutes. I guess I'm just gonna say, happy 7:10 to all of you guys. I love you guys. Hashtag keep it open. You guys are the best goddamn audience on the fucking planet. And I will see you all on the next upload. Hey! Freaking Oracle! What's up, buddy? Ken. How's it going, bro? Hashtag keep it open, says Eddie. Executive orders from Biden right now. Sorry, live stream tonight. No, I know, bro. I know you're doing a live stream. Fuck yeah, son. Somebody came in and said, it was Dave D. Said I just came back from Crypto Night in Canada. I was like, yeah. Crypto Night in Canada, son. Let me disable this. Boom. Boom. Disabled. Boom. Disabled. I have disabled it. It is now disabled. It was enabled before, but now it is disabled. Do you know what I mean when I say this thing? Disabled. So I'm getting Skynet. I'm getting a Skynet router here pretty soon, which is actually going to allow me to do... I'm probably going to have like a lot more bandwidth, and I'll be able to probably... I don't know what their Their deal is on. I just gotta kind of see how it works and shit. Skynet from Elon Musk. So, yeah, I'm gonna have that here. Hopefully, in a few days, it'll arrive, and I'll try to install it on my roof. I already have this old antenna. I was gonna take it down, and now I'm so glad I left it up there because I think I might be able to mount Elon's antenna, his dish, which is very small, on top of that fucking thing. And if I could do that, I might have a good chance of getting a view up there of the full sky. That's close. I've got 3% blockage at one point on that roof. So I'm hoping if it goes straight up, I think that antenna goes up about 10 feet. Maybe that'll be high enough to get that thing at... I should be able to. Yeah, it's one of those old TV antennas. The VHF, UHF antennas, but it's a giant one. And the pole is, I don't know how big the pole is, but it's got guy wires stapled down to the roof that hold it up, and it's on hinges. So I'll go up there and see if I can release the guy wires on one side and bring it down and fold it down. I think it's on hinges. I can't remember. And mount that thing on top. I could even just use, I already thought about it, because Elon Musk's satellite dish is on a little tripod. And I could just use fucking zip ties. And zip tie it just to the fucking antenna. And then hoist that motherfucker back up. It was at 3%. You know what it said at 3%? It said it's not good enough. It said you've got 3% blockage. You're going to suffer all kinds of issues. The 3% blockage. I was like, wow, your shit sucks. But you take the phone and you kind of paint the sky, and it shows you this circle. It's pretty cool. The app. But the app crashes your fucking phone. So I had to delete the app. But, which is stupid. But that's Elon Musk, because he's a dumb cunt, like I told you guys. And his software crashes your fucking phone. Because Elon Musk is a dumb cunt. Depends on where you have to point it. I have to point it towards the north, which is that direction. And there's a giant, live, beautiful Douglas fir that blocks out most of that 3%. And there's a dead pine tree. It's got to come down. That might be blocking a little bit too. It's huge. There's 3 of them, 3 dead pine trees, and they're behind my solar array. So, they're probably going to have to come down very carefully. Tag it to the tree at the top. Yeah, I can't tie it to a tree, bro. You can't tie it to a fucking tree. What are you thinking? You're gonna mount a satellite dish to a tree? Yeah, you're not gonna do that. Trees definitely move in the wind. I don't know how stationary that thing has to be, though. Maybe it doesn't need to be stationary. But regardless, bro, You're gonna have birds landing on that motherfucker, building nests inside it. You know? Oh yeah, it's not. There's nothing to the dish. I know. I've seen it. It's tiny. It's a tiny little satellite dish. I'm assuming it comes with like 100-foot cable, which would be enough for me to go straight up onto my roof with it. You know, I tried all over my yard with that app, man. I went everywhere. And, you know, I got to get as far away from those trees. That's the fucking, that Douglas fir, that huge Douglas fir. It's right there, right? It's next to my solar panels. It's huge. It's like 100-footer. And, it's big. It's really big. And it's huge. And, you know, I could have Johnny top it. You know, he could climb up that motherfucker and take the top off of it. That would solve a lot of the problem. But I'd rather not have to do that. Dude, I tried where the solar... Listen, Oracle. The solar panels are getting closer to those trees. There's a whole line of trees back there. There's a whole line of trees. They're huge. They're 120-foot tall trees. There's a whole bank of them. That's the problem. It's right over there. And I'm not cutting those fucking trees down. I'm hoping going up on that antenna is the solution. And I'm thinking, man, I was up there the other day and I forgot to look at the antenna while I was up there. Because I wasn't up there because of the antenna. I was up there trying to find a spot to put the dish. But I didn't think to look at that fucking antenna at all. Because I didn't even think of that as an option. You know? And then when I came off the roof, I had the idea. I was like, hey man, I got that fucking big antenna up there. I wonder if I could put the dish on top of the antenna. And I wonder how much higher, if that'll make the difference in the three, because I can't go up there with a cell phone and check it. I'll just have to put the dish up there and see if it works. Man, I might be able to just place the fucking dish on top of the antenna by using a pole. You know? And just lowering it on top of the antenna and just setting it there. And it might just sit there perfectly. I might not have to do anything to that antenna. I might not have to try to take it down and shit. You know? I've got an extension pole. Very lightweight. A painter pole. You know, I got 2 of them. For doing windows and shit. Oh, Kevin, welcome back. Well, listen, guys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see if the Skynet works. It is exciting. I will see you guys on the next show. That will be... Happy 710, by the way. That'll be, You want one of Nade's burgers? Hell yeah, bro. They're amazing. The hamburgers are amazing. Nade 2.0. Freaking Oracle. Those hamburgers I make. Mozzarella Worcestershire burgers. With sauteed onions. I think I'm going to try to chop up the onions next time. I have to the onions are good, but they're long, you know, and they kind of get hanging out of your mouth and shit. So I think I might dice the onions next time. So fucking good. Forget about it. No law regarding cannabis. I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Eddie's asking if the Oracle is live. Oracle, are you live? Bye, guys. No law regarding cannabis. Hashtag